going on over there, David?
All right, there we go. Now we are live. Okay, so we all got B for number one, right?
That is correct.
Yeah. For 2, I got A. What did you guys get?
I came up with C.
Okay. I have like
Anybody
question
else?
marks on pretty much all these questions. So
Yeah,
I have
quite
B.
a few.
I have A.
All right, Spencer,
To me,
you're
that's
going to be the one that
same
determines
thing
this.
twice.
Hang on. I didn't get to look at it for that long. But that's in here. So I think that, let's see. I think it's C.
I think it's C.
If I had to guess.
I don't know. You're right. I mean, Robert, you're right. I mean, it pretty much says the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. It makes it look like it's wrong to me. I don't know why.
Yeah, the only thing that they swapped was revenue and payments.
Yeah.
Pretty much. The only other thing that I noticed was the factors of production. As far as the definition, it did mention that, but I didn't feel like it's been the same thing. So
Yeah.
I don't know. That one might be a wild card.
Yeah. Start off with our wild card. I love it.
On number 2.
Okay, so number 3, I got A.
A2.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And then 4, I also got A.
Same.
Yep.
Say.
Okay, good. Number 5, I got B, 3 and 2/2.
3 and 2/2.
Yeah.
Same.
B.
Oh, that is such good news. Okay, good.
You feeling good about those question marks, Mary?
Yeah, seriously, question marks on every question. I did not get 6. I did not understand what it was asking me.
I got B, but I didn't know if I was doing it correctly.
Okay.
Yeah, so if I'm not mistaken, I think this one I had to look up the equation because I couldn't find it in the book.
Yeah. I don't know.
Gross national product, so definitely doesn't have the foreigners
It looks like it's the total amount of goods produced and services provided by the country. But yeah, I mean, yeah.
If it is the total amount, that does seem right. The only thing that threw me off is the national product.
Yeah.
That changes things just a little bit.
national
I thought.
product would exclude income from foreigners.
So you, Spencer, you said that you looked up the gross national product equation. What did you come up with?
Well, not the equation, just what it was, because that's what I got too. Is I just added everything together. That was my same question too. But it just says for the year, and it's just I assume just add everything up.
Well, gross national product, doesn't it exclude that which foreigners would make here?
See, I thought that same thing, but if you exclude the foreigners, it doesn't give you a number that's an option to select.
Okay, and then what about what they call the transfer payments? There's another place where it says that was.
Oh, they did. what they say.
Because transfer payments are like unemployment and things like that, and it's
Yeah.
basically referred to as like a reverse tax that didn't include in the product. So the total of everything added up is what, 214?
You'll have to speak up a little bit more, David. Or not David, but
Well,
Robert.
What was the
well,
total
I
of
think
everything added together?
for me it was the same that GDP because I think that the expenses are the same that we are production. That's why I put 200 this year.
I don't want to argue with that. But stands for consumption, investment, government, plus exports, import,
That number doesn't help either, though.
minus X.
I actually think it's 204.
From domestic residents, overseas investments, net income earned from foreign residents, and domestic investments. So then, what are you excluding from that, Spencer?
Transfers must be included.
Well, because this was adding everything. I got 205. That's what I'm a little confused.
Minus exports. So again, Spencer, what did you get to get 205?
I added everything together.
You added everything together and got 205?
It's 214.
Maybe I did it wrong.
Take that and round to the first page.
David, you might have to mute yourself because it's kind of hard to hear everybody else. Sorry.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, I got 205.
Did you get the
Do you
other number that
remember
was on the other page?
I did
There's
not.
one number a 9 that carries
Yeah.
over from the other page.
Doggone it. Yeah, I didn't get. There we go. Now I got 240.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, because that would add 2.
Okay.
And you subtract the foreigners. 214 and 209.
I'm gonna end up having to ask David again what it was that he pulled out to get 200 as it being the same as the GNP or the GDP to find out, just so I make sure I understand everything. Like I looked up on the internet, whatever, and it says that it's consumption, investment, government plus X, net exports
GDP.
or imports.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Exports or imports minus exports. Net income earned by domestic residents from overseas investments. Net income earned from foreign residents and domestic investments.
So
It
maybe you
sounds like
took
it
out
includes everything.
interest and the loss from depreciation, because that would take 14 off.
Mm-hmm.
So that dumps you back at 200.
Yeah.
So losses from depreciation. Losses from depreciation and what else? Retained earnings. Corporate income taxes. Transfer payments. Do we want to revisit this one in a minute?
Yeah.
We'll just move on and we'll revisit this.
Yeah.
This may end up being our wild card.
Okay. 7, I got C.
That's what I got.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then 8, I also got C.
That's what I checked.
7, I got B.
You got
So
B.
where did I fall off the wagon there?
Okay, so the final price that they had was so 3.5 times 3, because that's 3 pounds. And that would have been 13.5. And then you also added the 8 to it, and so you got 21.5.
Yeah, 'cause it's
But
final
if
product.
they had 5 pounds though, that means they had 2 pounds left over at 8, which would be 16.
Yeah, that would be the remaining pecans, whatever you want to say it, are shelled and canned and sold total $8. So that's where those other 2 pounds went.
Oh, a total of. I was thinking it was $8 a pound.
Come on now.
That clears that up. Oh man, old son, I let you down.
Man,
All
just
right.
read the question.
Thanks, dude.
Okay, and then 8, I got C.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And 9, I got B. Yeah, B.
I had a pretty shady D circled.
Yeah. So I was looking at my notes, and I know for a fact 2 is an investment. And that, and then I was kind of shady on 1, but then I got to the conclusion that it had to be consumption because it wasn't anywhere in the investment of my notes.
Well, yeah. Well, GDP would include the estimated rental value for owner-occupied houses. So that's.
Did we just lose Robert?
I think we did.
Dropping out like flies.
Sorry about that.
Okay. We'll see if he can be able to join us back.
So Spencer, did you get B as well?
Yeah.
For 9, yeah.
And David?
Yeah, I got B.
Okay. Follow the crowd on that one.
Okay. I have a lot of noise here. For me, it's 8. It's 8 for 13.
A for 9 or 13?
Oh, sorry, I'm on the page. It's B for B. For
Okay.
9 is B.
Cool.
All
right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good deal.
Sorry.
All right.
No, you're
good.
fine. All right,
Okay,
and
number
then 10, I got B.
Same.
Good.
Yeah.
11, I got A.
That's what I got.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. 12, I got D.
Okay.
Okay. And then 13, I got B, but I have a really big question mark there.
I didn't even do it. I have a big star next to it. I go monster.
I put an A. For me, it's A.
I think it's B, isn't it?
I don't know.
The only reason I think it might be B is because
It's talking about the deflator, which is.
yeah. What was my reasoning? Hold on. Let me find my table and I'll be able to explain. Okay. So yeah. I thought it was real because real doesn't change prices really, and so it can't be moved by what the I don't even know how to say that nominal.
You
I
related
don't
it
know.
to the prices. Nominal GTP from the base year. I think it's going to be C or D, because that's what it's trying to do, is get rid of making the prices be irrelevant, is what it's
Yeah.
trying.
Yeah.
So the question is it measuring the nominal, the difference in change in the nominal GDP, or the difference in change in the real GDP? Subsequent to the base year. It's going to be in the real, isn't it?
Oh. So
The measure of the price level calculated as a ratio of knowledge.
no, wait, that doesn't matter. Never mind.
That cannot be attributable to the change in prices. So
Well,
it's
no.
either change in the real GDP. The real is the one that uses the base year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be the real GDP from the base year that cannot be attributed to change in prices.
Okay, so it'd be D.
That would be D.
What was the reasoning for it being D? Because I was trying to read and figure it out.
Okay, so what it's looking for, the GDP deflator for years subsequent to the base year. So anything past the first year, which is the base year, is the measuring change in the real GDP, because that's what you calculate by using the same prices as the base year.
Okay.
And so, and then the fact is that it's using it as it's not attributed to the price change. It's attributed to the actual change in quantities that are being sold every year.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Great.
And you actually cleared up some for me too, because I didn't connect base year with real, and now it's all connected in my brain, and I'm happy because it connects and makes sense. Okay.
That's why it'll probably be wrong.
Yeah,
Sweet.
Okay. So 14, I got D.
That's what I got.
D.
Well,
Cool. 15, I didn't answer because every time I tried to calculate it, I got a different answer.
These numbers don't show up anywhere on my calculation. It's
okay, so it's not just me.
no, I couldn't find anything to match these numbers when I've been doing this in an Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
So the country's output through. So to find the output, is that where we do the? Let's see.
Well, I answered C, but as Mary, I had different numbers each time I calculated this.
I put in C as well. 900.
Because it was like the closest.
I'm not even coming up with the same number again as I did it last night.
Yeah, I have no idea what.
Oh, wrong one. The only one that came close was C for me, and you just divided each year, and it came out for me as 1.15, and obviously not going by 100%, so I threw in 15.38 or whatever, which gave me the closest number that I could get to a percentage there.
Yeah, for me the same.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean,
that's closest number to what I keep coming up with.
Yeah.
Number I get.
If you run back through them and you do each one individually, obviously the one, I don't know. It's the only one that came up close for me.
What one was that?
C, Charlie.
15.
That's confusing.
17, 900 divided by 83%. I don't think really any of those can even really get close to 50% or even 40%, no matter how you look at them.
No
That's the
one.
reason that one was right to me. I just know that I've got my math slightly wrong someplace.
Okay, we are running low on time, so I'm gonna go with C until someone can prove me wrong.
Me too, C.
C.
Okay, 16. I got A.
I had a big question mark on this one. So.
Okay.
I'm gonna run the numbers again because I can't.
And now that I'm looking at it, I don't think I have the right answer.
Yeah, your deflator is less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like maybe the price went up. Real output fell and the price level rose is my...
Yeah, I think it's the same.
Yeah. I was wrong.
That's my initial thought, because you're looking at an 85 and it should be better than 100.
Yeah.
The 100,
No, you're right. You're right.
Always base year 100. So
Yeah.
we use a deflator, which means that it took prices out. So real output fell and the price level rose because you made more money.
Yeah.
But it was based on price.
C for everyone?
C for,
yeah.
C.
Okay.
Okay. That's the one that makes sense. 17, I got B. So.
D as in dog?
No, B as in boy.
B as in boy.
But I could have gotten it wrong.
Okay.
What did all of you get for 17?
I got D also.
D. What did I miss?
No help on the rest of these.
Thank heavens the rest of them. I think I got it.
Okay. So, Mary, you chose B as in boy, and it sounded like David chose D as dog.
Yeah.
Spencer and Robert, you guys...
Oh, 17, I got 17, sorry. 17 is C for me, C.
Oh.
138.20.
How did you get there, David?
Let me check.
I don't think he divided by 100. No, he subtracted by 100 because you're supposed to subtract 100 because that was the deflator.
For 2010.
And then you had to.
So hang on.
20 over 100.
What?
80 to 100. 20.
Yeah. I'm clueless on this one.
Where's your wife when you need her, dude?
We got out of the hospital with the flu.
The pancakes.
Oh, I put 138.2 because the inflation is higher, but I think it's not 138, it's just 38. Oh, I put the whole number.
So in the GDP deflator, your base year is always supposed to be 100, right? And so from there you can dump the other ones off the same number, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Base year is 4, so that's 400, which is fine. 300.
Okay. Maybe we just skip that one then.
Okay.
For now.
Yeah.
And then, okay, so 18, I got B.
Yeah. That's what I got.
Okay, and 19, I got C.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah.
And 20, I got A.
I got C.
You got C for that
I
one?
felt like it was worded weird.
It was.
But I can't
worded
find
very
anything
weird.
in there. I want to do C, but I can't find anything in the book that refers to that.
Yeah, the only reason why I chose C is because it includes otherwise legal activity. So that to me, otherwise legal is not legal activity.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think A and C are really similar, but I
Yeah,
think
they really are.
they almost say the same thing, except for C talks about transactions that go unreported and not just criminal activity.
Okay, I'm looking it up on just a Google search or Wikipedia. It's saying
Part of the
the
country's
underground
economic
economy refers to illegal economic activity. Transactions in the underground economy are illegal either because the good or service is being traded as illegal, or because otherwise illicit transaction does not comply with government reporting requirements. So that would make it A.
Yeah.
So the black market.
Wait a minute, but that doesn't. The way it's worded is weird.
Agreed. And I had a tough choice between A and C, and for some reason I just felt like otherwise legal activities that go unreported or unrecorded.
Because the underground economy excludes the amount of criminal activity in an economy. But the underground activity is the illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then it couldn't be A because it would. Oh goodness.
My brain hurts.
Mine
And
too.
you guys, the only other reason to go with C possibly because it talks about transactions.
Yeah.
In A, it just talks about criminal activity. It's not talking about money or exchange of anything.
Well,
Oh, that's
I
right.
think too, and C, it also adds unreported and unreported because anything in the economy is always on record, pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Right.
some of the other definitions I'm finding are referring to, like the street vendors, and otherwise would be legal or something that you'd want to count, but it's not.
Yeah.
But it's done without accounting, like dealing under the table, paying people cash and bartering. And all
Yeah,
things that don't-
the other thing that I looked at for underground economy on Google was a part of the community or country's economic activity that is unrecorded and untaxed by the government.
Okay. Then yeah, it's C.
So C is my initial reaction to that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, I guess we have
Anybody
a
else have a
question.
gut reaction on 6, or do we all go back and try to figure that one out ourselves?
6 and 17. We never came to a resolution on
Yeah.
17 and 6.
If whoever needs to go can go, and the rest of us can stay here and try to figure it out.
Figure it out.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, I got
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks, you guys.
No problem.
Yeah, thank you. Alrighty.
Everybody.
Okay.
But my point on 6 is that when we add all those numbers, a transfer payment to households from government, in the text says the transfer payment then not count for the GDP. So if we subtract that amount, there is no number.
There's no number
in
that
the
matches that, so that's
Claro. Yes, so I thought GDP could be the same as national gross national product, because if you say incomes and expenditure must be the same, that was my only reason.
That makes sense. I mean, that makes total sense. What do you think, Robert?
I'm looking up that definition of
And sorry, I have to go. My bus is going now.
Okay, that's fine.
See you.
See ya.
Right. Thanks, David. Yeah, I'm just trying to find out something that makes sense.
Yeah, I know, because the numbers don't seem to add up.
No, it's either the total of everything
Mm-hmm.
or it's a combination of taking things off. But none of
Yeah.
other measures. Gross national product is the total income earned by a nation's permanent residents, called nationals. It differs from GDP in that it includes income that our citizens earn abroad and excludes income that foreigners earn here.
Okay.
For example, when a Canadian citizen works temporarily in the United States, her production is part of US GDP but is not part of US GNP. For most countries, including the United States, domestic residents are responsible for most domestic production, so GDP and GNP are quite close. So income foreigners earn here would not be, but income income earned by citizens abroad, the $9 would be.
Okay, so 9 minus 5 is 4, so it'd be 204, right?
Well, it's 214 is what we get when we add everything up.
Oh, then. But are we adding the 5 and that 9 together? Because
Yeah,
it would exclude.
That's adding everything. Everything on here, which is 9
Okay.
plus 5 plus 6 plus 10 plus, I didn't do anything with the 0, 8 plus 12 plus 30 plus 8 plus 55 plus 60 plus 11 comes up to 214. If you subtract the 5, that's 209. There is no 209.
That is so frustrating.
You'd have to take another
Okay.
5 off, but there is no other 5 to get to that 204. That'd be 209. So you'd have to take 4 off. Is there anything that's worth $4? No. So it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Gross net. Oh, wait. What's the question? Okay, yeah, 215. GDP is 200. Income earned by citizens abroad was $9, so that goes in.
Mm-hmm.
Income foreigners earn here is $5. Losses from depreciation. So if I take off 5, that's 209, and if I take off depreciation of 6, that's 204. What does it say about depreciation?
I don't know.
Because we're obviously not including something.
Yeah.
In a given period of time, within a country, produced.
Thought I'd chime in while I drove.
Awesome.
Do you remember anything that it said about depreciation being included?
I don't know.
Final product of all.
Which question are you guys on? 6 or
This is on
17?
6.
6.
Because if we remove income from foreigners, which we just found out is something that's not included in GNP, gross national product, if we take away that and the losses from depreciation, we get 204, which is answer D. So if depreciation is not a part of the measurement, but then we're talking about gross national product. It's meant to make us.
Because, okay.
Gross national product is the total income earned by a nation's permanent residents called nationals. It differs from GDP in that it includes income that our citizens earn abroad and excludes income that foreigners earn here. So it doesn't change any of the other rules. So it's the same as GDP. So does GDP include depreciation? Investment.
Why is capital depreciation deducted from GDP when calculating it? I'm just Googling stuff now.
I know. Just trying to figure out what it is.
Okay. In actuality, capital depreciation is only deducted from GDP when calculating net national income. In calculating gross national income, economists use GNI because depreciation isn't financially an expense or a reduction in income. That doesn't answer my question at all.
Mm-mm.
Let's see if it says anything about NGNP. Income earned by the rest of the world. Income earned from the rest of the world should be added to adjust GNP to GDP. Okay, I'm still just as confused as I was when we started then.
I know.
Well, sounds like it's a wild card answer.
Yeah.
I have a lot of those.
Someone's going to take one and then the other. So you're thinking 204?
Yeah, I was thinking of 204, but
Well,
Loss of depreciation and what else? Was it the income foreigner?
Income foreigners earned here would come off.
Because I thought that in one of the definitions, the income that foreigners earned was like that their own country was the one that was able to, like Canada, for example. Like they were, I thought that was one of the examples for the definition, is that they were able to put that on their
the
GDP.
definition that we looked up that made this start to.
So by us putting it on our GDP, doesn't really balance out what their GDP.
And remember, this question is asking about gross national product, not GDP, but gross national product. GDP is 200. There's our answer.
all right.
Wait, maybe.
Maybe.
GDP. Okay, I think you were close when you said it before. GDP. There's our clue. GDP is 200. Don't worry about all the rest of this stuff. GDP is 200. We're going to add the 5. We're going to go to and subtract. No, that takes us down below. Or wait, no, we would add the 9. Income earned by citizens abroad. That would take us to 209. And then we would subtract the income from foreigners. It has nothing to do with depreciation. We would subtract the income from foreigners, which would be 5, which would leave us with 204.
Yeah.
So we were trying to do it as a calculation of all these other things. Those are there just to confuse us.
Mean.
That sounds kind of like every other question.
If we start with a GDP of 200, we take off foreigners, and we add our people working abroad, we get 204.
Okay. Yay! We figured it out.
We were just looking. We were all trying to add up all these other numbers. And
I know. We got distracted with all those numbers.
I think the clue is that GDP is 200, and the only difference between GDP and GNP is the difference of those two numbers.
Okay. Good.
So.
Okay, now on
for those keeping track of it at home.
Yeah. So now we have to go over 17. Oh.
Okay. 17 is. So that's 201.
We're looking for information.
So 2224. 80, 100, 120. 50. 1, 2, 3, 3. 100, 120.
This one. Here it is.
150 and 200. You know, once we get through all the homework and all that stuff, we'll be going, oh, yeah.
Yo, yeah. I still am getting B.
2010 to 2011, you're getting 38.2.
Yeah. Well, just 38. I'm not getting the 0.2. I don't know why. But
You're getting an even 32, not a 32 and
so I'm getting an even 38.
38.
Maybe I did part of my math wrong. So with the real GDP, you take that price and multiply it by that quantity? Or is it just, the price of waffles
Real
is 2?
GDP is using baseline numbers.
Okay.
Using base year prices against every numbers for the rest of the years.
So it would be like price of waffles is $4 times 80.
No, the base year is what, 2010?
No, the base year is 2013.
Oh, so it's going backwards. That's why it's all upside down and backwards.
I've been doing all my math wrong. So now it makes a little more sense. Okay, so let's.
So then it's going to take it backwards.
Yeah.
Based on. Thank you for making that notification. So.
Yeah, no problem. So it would be $4 times 80. And that'd be $3.32. And then $3 times 100 is 300. So that's $6.20 for the real for 2010. And then 4 times 100 is 400. And 3 times 120 is 3. No, wait. 3 times. No, yeah. 3 times 120 is 360. So that would be 760. Man, okay. And now we have something that we can work with. Okay. And then we also have different deflator numbers too. So I gotta redo all of it.
Okay.
So we're looking for the difference between which now? 2010 to 2011. I get the 38 point. I don't get 2 though.
Yeah, that one threw me off. I got that far, and the only thing that could change it would be something with additional deflator or something that could really change it. But that's where I got it and got stuck. So, Robert, you ended up with like 0.2 or something?
Well, I'm looking at a 0.3805, and then you multiply, to get the percentage. It should be 38.1, not 38.2. So that doesn't.
So if we take U2, so $15.99.
So were your numbers 620, 760, 930, and 1200?
I didn't include the base year. I only took the base year's.
Yeah, there's no reason to. I just.
Thank you. I'm in a meeting. Yeah, go ahead. Use the speaker. Sorry.
All right.
I just plug all the numbers into a thing, so it did all those for me.
Okay, no, because that would be the same. Hold on. Let me go over my numbers real fast.
That minus that over.
Ha-ha! I got it! It is 38.2!
So let's walk through your math then. Is it still involved the 620 and the 760 or?
Yes, okay. So I did price of waffles, which would be $4 for the real GDP. Is times 80, and that's 320. Plus the $3 times 100, and that would equal to 620.
620.
Yeah.
For the GDP, and then the next one for 2011 would be 760 because I times $4.
We got that.
Yeah. Okay. And so then the other one, I can't even say it. It looks like normal, but it's not normal.
Nominal?
I have no idea.
Okay.
But that one doesn't go by base year prices. So it would be the $2 times 80 and the $1 times 100, and that's 260.
Yeah, you got the 260 and the 440.
Yep, and the 440.
So you divide those and then times them by 100.
So yes, you divide those with the normal one on top and the real on bottom, and then times that by 100, and then you get the deflator. Then you, what was it? You take the deflator of the second year minus by the deflator of the first year, and then divide that by the deflator of the first year again, and then times that by 100.
This. This.
So that gives you the small numbers, then the
Yeah.
1 point whatever, and that's your actual. Okay.
So the number I got to divide it by the first year was 1599 divided by 419.9. And then I times that by 100, and I got 38.2.
Cool. Well, explain it. Hopefully, the other guys as they walk through the video can all make
Yeah.
sense of it as well. No,
Well, that's what we'll go with here.
Cool.
Okay, yay!
Awesome. Well, thanks. Glad I got to chime back in.
Me too.
Awesome.
right.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks. See you guys.
See ya.
Mary, again, thanks for all you do for us here. Making us look good.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right. I'm
All right.
going to time out here.
All
Have a
right.
good day.
Bye.
Bye.
You too.